Today, we're going to talk about what acting is, how it can benefit you in your real life, how it can improve your communication with people, and I also am going to share with you my own personal story, how it changed my life completely. Hey guys, welcome to the first lesson of Evgeny's Acting Studio, both YouTube channel and Evgeny's Acting Studio Skool.com community. I know guys, some of you have been waiting for this lesson for so long. I'm sorry that I just only now recording this video and you can watch it here. I've had so many stuff going on and in my life, but anyways, it's so cool that we finally launching this course, this free course. And it's so cool. So today we're going to talk about lots of things. It's going to be like a real flow theoretical lecture, though don't get discouraged because you will find anyways lots of practicality, lots of useful things, and I'll try to like shift your mind on what acting really is. I'm going to try to focus on a new perspective, what acting can serve you and how you can really apply it in real life situations. So first of all, I'd like to tell you guys that acting, in my own perspective, is one of the most powerful tools that we have in our life. Acting is one of the most powerful energies and forces that we have in our possession and that we can use to make our life for better. And really, it has many ancient forms. Acting has been with us like almost since the start of the humankind, really. Especially, you know, people have been acting all their history, and it's so cool that now we're going to touch this ancient art of human activity, and it's so really wonderful that you decided to take first steps on this path. It's so wonderful that you're here. So I first of all want to tell you that it's very transformative art, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Evgeny, for those of you who don't know me, Evgeny Klimkin, my surname. But actually, I started to calling myself Evgeny Heartbeat recently, since I started my YouTube channel, which is called Evgeny's Heartbeat. The link to my channel will be in the description. You can see how I live my life in Chile, where I make cinematic travel vlogs, content creation, music-driven videos, short films. Yeah, right now I live in Chile and I've been living here for the last 3.5 years. It's not an ideal country for acting purposes, but still I found myself a way that I can use my creativity, my talent to showcase everything I have inside of me, my internal energy and the way I see the world on the YouTube platform. And it's so cool that acting helped me a lot doing so. And this channel like could be an example for you how you can like start doing acting things no matter where you are in the world. So if you're not in the United States of America, if you're not in the UK, it doesn't mean that like the world collapsed and you are absolutely have no way to start pursuing your dream, the acting. No, everything is possible. And one of the goals of this lesson today is to show you, to inspire you that everything's possible no matter where you are in the world. And guys, from what I can judge on this Skool.com community, we have lots of students from different parts of the world. Thank you guys so much for being here, and let's proceed. I studied at Le Cours Private Drama School in Paris. I have studied at Moscow Film School in Russia for 3 years, and also I attended U Hollywood online acting classes, which have both offices in California and Russia. And I have participated in more than 30 short films. And yeah, actually getting to talking about what kind of different forms of acting exist, talking about my personal experience, I have participated in more than 30 short films, lots of different theatrical stage performances, music videos, YouTube shows. Now I have my own YouTube channel, I have performed live, even some comedy improvisations, dramatical figure improvisations, lots of things. And I'll try to focus on different aspects of all of it. And in this course, this foundation acting course, I want to give the best part of it possible, so you could learn something from my wisdom that I have obtained during the last 8 years. So that is so cool. What I'd like to mention is that acting makes you stronger, really makes you a stronger person. And in fact, when we are young kids, children, if you yourself have young kids in your family, acting classes is always useful and helpful to implement, to enhance your communication skills and the skills of your child. And I remember that we start speaking actually publicly from the little ages, from early ages in our life, and taking acting classes, it's always useful. And it really works, you know. For example, acting gives you belief. That's very important here. Belief, which is probably one of the most powerful tool that we can have. And when I'm talking about belief, what do I mean by that? I mean belief in your objective, believe in yourself, and also believe in the liberty of action, in the freedom of action. The concept of belief in acting is very important, because if you don't believe in what you're really doing, it's all like a fuss, mess, and it's not going to work, it's not going anywhere. And when we actually are kids, when we're children, it's much easier for us to believe in these imaginary fantasy things that we surround ourselves by than in comparison when we are adults. It's kind of hard for us, or at least harder, to get back to this like child's body and to start viewing the world like an imaginary illusion, like a fantasy. I know it's harder, but still we can and should actually try doing this. Also, I want to mention that no matter what you need to do in your real life scenarios, for example, you need to lead a group of people, you need to present a case in the court. Actually, before I became a lawyer, before I became an actor, I was a lawyer for many years, and I shifted from this profession to acting. And so if you need to start speaking publicly, if you need to present a case in the court, for example, if you need to give a lecture in a big university, if you need to sell something to someone, if you need to show your public skills, and especially if you're an actor, acting is so cool because it will improve your communication skills, which you need so much in this life. And if you think of it, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what profession you're currently carrying out now, acting, if you really think of it, will help you communicating with people, will help you get better, because there probably isn't any field or sphere of human activity where acting wouldn't be of any benefit. I can't think of even one sphere of human, like social life, or any aspect of it, where you wouldn't find acting useful. I think if you take acting classes, those will be useful to you. Those will make your communication skills better, and you will achieve great results, and you will develop yourself better, not only as an actor, but also as a person. So now, as I mentioned, this is about profession. Acting helps all connection, really. It helps you connecting with people, not only in your profession, in real life scenarios. After starting taking acting classes, you will notice that you start communicating better with people that surround you, your friends, families, people in school, in university, your colleagues in the work, or just like random people that you like run into on the street, just a normal day of your real life. Acting helps you communicating better with people in all the ways, all the spheres, and it's only that's actually the one thing why it's all worth doing and it's all worth start doing it. Of course, like some of you guys will become professional actors, some of you like become amateurs or just people who like to explore acting in the ways, but no matter what it is, I want to tell you that there are roles for everyone. There are always roles for everyone. There are characters for each and every one of you. You just have to find those characters that like expand your talent, that develop you better as the person, as an actor, and it's all possible. Don't think that if you are like haven't found the perfect role or character for yourself now at this stage in your life, that the world has ended for you. No, it's not. And it's just always the matter of perspective. Sometimes you have to change location where you are. Sometimes, well, you start doing something new, or like open yourself to the new society, to the new community of people where you might find this very thing that you've been looking for so long. So it's always possible. Don't get discouraged. And what I like to stress here, that you have to be able to change to follow your dreams. That's a very important thing to know. So you have to be able to change. What does it mean? I really encourage you to start taking, for example, acting classes, no matter where you are in the world. If you have some like theatrical group of people somewhere near you, or you have an acting school where they have live classes with actual really physical presence, not like we're doing this internet thing now, or just like really you're taking this class online right now because you really don't have any opportunities. I want to mention that everything's possible. You have to expand your vision. That's all what it is about. And it's very important. Yes, sometimes you have to really change location. Of course, let's say the United States of America, the US. Well, yeah, surely it's one of the best places for opportunities as an actor. And for example, if I'm going to tell you about my situation here, I've been living in Chile for the last 3.5 years. I immigrated from Russia long time ago. And yeah, this is not the ideal country for acting. Sometimes I get cast for some project, for some short films, for some rare theatrical productions, for some YouTube shows and commercials. Yeah, not feature films, unfortunately, so far at least. But still, I don't get discouraged. And actually, that's why I had to change something in myself. That's why I opened my YouTube channel, which is called Evgenys Heartbeat. And just as I told you before, you can just check it out just to see how an actor in my position managed to find a way to express his feelings, his understanding and feeling of life to the big audience on YouTube, and that everything's possible. So I managed to transform my acting talent, my acting skills into YouTube vision, like a content, like a travel YouTube blogger, content creator, that kind of thing. Though, of course, I use all the acting knowledge I have in my videos, and it's always possible. Sometimes you just have to change the place where you are. Sometimes you have to change the people actually who you connect yourself with. Sometimes you have to, like I did, for example, change in the way that you have to find a new form of expression for yourself. So everything's possible. That's one of the cornerstones in this lesson that I want to share with you, that you can actually achieve everything that you want. It's just the shift, it's a change of your perspective, how you see things. And what aspect of your life you should change right now to start taking acting classes, acting journey right now without any delay. Like, don't get like, no, well, one of the worst strategies that you might think of, for example, oh, I don't have money now for start taking acting classes. I really want to start this very expensive Hollywood live acting school, for example, or some university in New York or Los Angeles, doesn't matter. Or you want to, for example, start clowning lessons in one of the very famous French schools in Paris. You don't have money, you don't have finances, you don't have opportunities. You think, so I'll delay it, I'll wait for another year, for 2 years, for 3 years. When I have this sum of money, then I can move to another country. Or maybe it's not all about money, you have some family issues, something that stops you, and you say to yourself, no, I'm going to delay this for like a few years after this. I'm going to wait. No, it's not a great idea. You should start doing things immediately at once, because this journey is a pretty long one and you don't want to waste a single, not a minute, but a single day of it. And what I really want to stress here, that start acting now, start taking action now. Don't wait for the better opportunity. The best opportunity is here and now. As Konstantin Stanislavski, a Russian founder of all the acting technique school teacher, had said so many times, being present, live here and now. Now, what is actually acting? There are so many definitions, and what I liked, the best version of it is this one, is that acting is the conscious creation of an imaginary world and living within it. Actually, I would add something here. Acting is when you're creating an imaginary, like fantasy world. You really believe in this world, that it's for real, and you live in with it. That's true. So the only like difference from you're an actor and some psycho guy, so the only difference from psychosis is the word conscious. You're living in a conscious imaginary world. You understand that you're inventing something, some world, some fantasy world. You believe in it like crazy people do, and you live within this world, but you understand that that's all imaginary, and that you did create this world for yourself, for the theater production, for the feature film, depending where you are right now. But not like crazy people, not like psychos that really unconsciously believe in this imaginary world, and they really live within this world, and they think it's for real, like the real thing. That's the difference between actor and a psycho. And really, you understand that so many things are in common between these two. Imagine how good you should be to get yourself like the level of the crazy person. It's very hard. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of work, a lot of imaginary work. When you think of this world that you invent, so many things going on in your head, and you have to really believe that's for real. That's very cool, but very challenging at the same time. So crazy people aren't acting. Only actors do, frankly speaking. And of course, we really like create these worlds, and we have to understand that any script is like a skeleton, and we as an actor put our flesh upon it. So any script is given by us, by a screenwriter, by a writer, and it's our responsibility to make this text go live, go vivid, and become like the real alternative reality that the audience will watch on the stage, either on stage or on a big screen. Also, a very interesting fact. Some of you might think that you have only one fixed personality. No, you don't. Each of us have different personalities, different aspects of it, or different facets, you might call it. And acting helps you explore this thing, really. Acting helps you explore yourself from the inside. And you will understand that you might start behaving differently in different scenarios. Some behaviors are inappropriate in one scenarios, and some behaviors, the same kind of behaviors, are very good and necessary even sometimes in other scenarios. Imagine that. By scenarios, I mean context. So in one context, one behavior is considered mad, crazy, and the same kind of behavior in the other context would be not only useful, but also like correct in a way. That's how interesting and cool it is. Don't think of yourself that you're a limited person. For example, if you feel yourself like weak, like you feel yourself like you're a weak person in life, start playing stronger characters. Start taking stronger roles. When you start playing a character that's stronger than you in real life, you while playing the stronger character will start like embracing yourself fully and feeling that you have this strength within yourself, and then you will use it by transforming this strength that you've gained while exploring and developing your character. You will transform it into your real life you, and it's going to strengthen you. So cool. And it can be vice versa. I'm going to tell you a very interesting situation, very interesting story where it worked in 180 degrees direction for me. So I talked about now about a strong character. I'm going to talk to you about now a weak character. So when I was studying in Moscow Film School, there was a moment when in my real life, I felt a little bit depressed, sad. There was some huge load of stuff on my shoulders, metaphorically speaking, and there was so many things going in my life, and I didn't know how to feel myself complete again. And by chance, I don't know, somehow my professor, my teacher, in Moscow Film School, she assigned me a character who was a really weak person, always in fatigue, with the big glasses. The person who always felt exhausted, had this debility within himself, and it was all about his weakness. And I remember this character of mine, I felt like he was always afraid of anything, of whispers, of sounds, of some exterior factors. And I remember myself I started getting myself into this character, that I became shrinked. I started feel myself scary and really frightened of almost anything that I was surrounded by. And there was improvisation with this character. I remember this scene starts with my character being handcuffed to a chair or sofa in some unknown black room. So he has been kidnapped by someone. And I had also my colleague actress. She was also kidnapped in this way, and we started playing the scene that someone kidnapped us, and we need to get out of this house. And all the demons, all the fears were inside of me at this moment. And I don't know what happened. I really got into this character. I imagined that I was really kidnapped. I imagined that I'm handcuffed to this chair and there is no way out, but I need to find strength in myself to really start changing myself to get out of this crazy house with my friend, but we have been kidnapped. And something clicked in my mind, in the real life of my own self. I found harmony. I don't know how it happened. Playing this weak character helped me like regain my own self. In the first example, I told you, you want to feel yourself stronger, start playing stronger character. But in my real life, I felt myself like a strong person. And I always beheld myself like one. But this depression, this sad frustration, like mood, has been deep inside of me. And by playing this character, I managed to regain this harmony. It's very hard to express it with words now, but it helped me. So when I needed it the most, this character appeared in my life, I played it and regained this harmony, this really wonderful positive vibrations, which sounds kind of contradictory, but it's not. And so that's my real example of how acting changed my life. And specific example, acting changed my life, of course, in all the aspects, from starting from that I stopped being a lawyer and I started being an actor, but also it changed myself in different aspects during my whole acting journey, like in these specific examples that I just showed you. So it's also cool to explore yourself and to find different personalities within yourself. It's all possible, and acting helps you. That's a very important thing to know. Not only acting helps you get better communication and connection with other people that you're surrounded by, acting helps you establish the better connection with your own self within you. It helps you build this column, this vertebra of your own self, of yourself as a person, not only as an actor. And this solid basis that acting can help you establish is priceless, and it's such a wonderful experience to have, really. Yeah. So by starting acting and by doing acting courses, by playing characters, you will also develop focus, and that's very important. Focus, attention. You will start being more attentive to the persons you speaking in real life. I can tell you that in my personal experience, I found out that I started communicating better with my family, with my mother, with my friends, with my colleagues at work, with everyone actually I meet these days in my life too. And it's so incredible. I never actually before thought that it would be possible, but it happened to be true. So cool. Now, also, let's talk about accent. You might think that if you're in a foreign country, like I am in Chile now, for example, and you speak with an accent, it's like a barrier to you. Of course, if you're, for example, I don't know, in some Spanish-speaking country, and of course, it would be cool to start speaking Spanish not only fluently, but also without accent at all. If you are in the United States, for example, and you want to pursue big American roles for your acting career, of course, it would be absolutely fantastic to speak with no accent at all. But let's face the real situation. Yes, we always should focus on developing our best possible accent. One of the keys to, for example, master American accent, you could soften your speech, right? For example, for a Russian guy like me, I could just soften my speech. It helps me a lot develop my and make it better my American accent. And it works differently for different kind of people depending on your local region where you are in the world. But still, I don't want this to be a barrier for you. I mean, sometimes having an accent is a good thing, because the accent, depending on what kind of accent you have, it can be a really charm, a spark, something special, unique about you that other people don't have. It's some exotic, specific feature about you that you can actually win and like yeah, win the whole world. You can conquest, that's the word I want to use. You can conquest the whole world with this. So the accent could actually be a benefit for you depending on the role and character you're going to play. So don't get discouraged. Work on your accent, of course. If you want to become like speak fluently with no accent, Italian, do it. Spanish, do it. English, do it. No matter which language. French, for example. And of course, work on your accent as much as you can, but don't get discouraged. Don't think of it as like the end of the world if you don't speak perfectly and your accent is not perfect, that you're not going to get any roles, you're not going to play any characters. No, it's not going to happen. If you believe in yourself, if you work, if you dedicate yourself so fully 100%, no, everything's going to be possible for you and you will find the perfect role for you. And I want to encourage you that everything is going to be possible for you. Just really trust in yourself and the right doors will open in front of you and you will step into them prepared. Don't forget. So, also, what I wanted to mention today, start where you are now. Yeah, we talk about it. And actually, like getting to the end of our lesson, what I wanted to mention, guys, is that really, yeah. And this could be like a home task for you. The home task is simple. Start where you are now. You actually already started by taking this course, and for which I'm really grateful to you guys. If you have some classes available to you, free classes maybe in real life theater classes where they teach acting classes for free, or maybe you have some connection with some maybe short films. Some guys are maybe shooting some short films for the university diploma, for the university last finalizing course movie, something like that. And if they making a casting call for unprofessional actors, you can always try to get cast and send them some materials of yours, photos, video self-tape, screen test, depending on what they will ask of you. So the world is full of opportunities. You just have to see them, and everything is possible. It's so cool that you're already here. And my home task for you is just to really open your eyes and see that the world is full of opportunities. It doesn't matter where you are in the world right now. You can always find an opportunity to start start studying acting and also start implementing in your real life. And also, I would love, guys, if you are watching this on the Evgenys Acting Studio YouTube channel, to subscribe to this channel to get more videos. If you guys watching this on the Evgenys Acting Studio Skool platform, I'm grateful for you guys one more time for being members of our wonderful community here. I hope you liked this lesson. It was like an introductory theoretical lesson, but still, today I just want to inspire you, to show you that everything's possible, that you're not limited by your accent, by your geographical position, by your nationality, by your experience, by your profession, which is not acting that you're doing now. You're not limited by all these factors, all this within your head, and you can just expand your vision and start seeing things that you haven't seen before. And that the actors are like cycles, but we are conscious of the world imaginary recreating around ourselves, and that is everything possible. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was kind of useful. I know it was like a theory lecture today, but still I wanted to show you that acting has lots of practicality in it and really useful tricks, some things you can use in real life. And by taking this course in particular and by studying acting in general in your life, you will be able to develop better communication skills, you'll be better able to connect within yourself, and you will say thank you to your own self after all these years, months, no matter, even days of doing this acting classes, because they're very useful and you'll find joy doing them. Also, guys, I want to mention that still on the platform, Evgenys Acting Studio Skool platform. You have this Evgeny, actor emotion card course that I made specifically for Skillshare. You can use the link. Also, the link to this course will be here in the description below this video. Yes, this course is a paid one, but still you can try the 30-day free trial opportunity. I believe they still have on Skillshare. You can take this course for free, and then unsubscribe if you don't want it, or you can keep subscribing to have the full access for a year to different lessons for different teachers on the platform. Why I recommend this course? I have developed so much time to film it, to make it come true. It's so cool, guys. It's such a cool course. If you like this lesson especially, you can imagine what kind of quality material there is there on this paid course on Skillshare. I teach you how to start capturing your emotions on camera, how to explore your emotions, what is the wheel of emotions in the theory of psychology by Robert Plutchik. It's such a wonderful course. I really encourage you to take it. You won't regret it. And the home task for this course is fantastic. The project, it's called on the Skillshare platform, where I encourage you to take different kind of emotions in a different range of emotions and catch them specifically. And there are so many nuances behind these tasks where you really start working as a real actor. There are many nuances, many details. By taking this course, Actor Emotion Card, you really will feel what it's like to be a real actor and working on stage or on film. There are so many practical elements to it, and you will, from scratch, with no experience at all, feel yourself as a pure actor just by taking this course, which lasts for about an hour or something like that on Skillshare. So I really encourage you to do so. Still, if you don't want to take this course, that's great, because we have free videos here. We're going to have more lessons coming soon. So guys, thank you for staying with me today. That was our first lesson. The second lesson, we're going to really start doing some more practical exercises and really start getting into the acting. Next lesson is going to come probably in a week or two. And it's going to be fantastic too. I hope, and I'm sure. Thank you guys one more time. I hope you really like today's lesson. You managed to find something new for yourself. My goal was to really inspire you, to show that everything's possible, and just to shift something in your mind, to show you different perspective on what acting really is and how you can benefit from it in your real life situation. Thank you guys for staying here, and I'll see you in our next lessons. Thank you and have a good day.